the last one of the Vince tunes, live from the Ferret in Preston. Last night, met up with the Poly-Esters. We had a chat. Here's what happened. So it is BBC Radio Lancashire and it's BBC Introducing on a Saturday night, and welcome to the Poly-Esters. Hello.
Hello.
Why don't you do that introduction thing for the people that are listening? Say who you are and what you do in the band.
Okay, I'm Kat Lowe. I play guitar and I'm one of the vocalists.
Okay, I'm Ked Siffy Liz, bass and also on vocals.
I'm Natalie. I'm guitar and I also do vocals.
I'm Aliska and I'm Beef on drums.
Nice. How long have you been together then, the Poly-Esters?
We got together in January last year.
Yeah.
Would you like to know how?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah, as long as it's broadcastable, that's fine.
We'll keep it broadcastable.
Yeah, we can do
keep
that.
It clean.
Yeah.
It actually started when I nearly joined another band that would have been disastrous, that will remain nameless.
Yeah.
And
Very sexy though.
yeah, and Natalie and myself had quite a few drunken conversations about, you know, maybe doing something. I think Nat and Kez had similar conversations, and basically after that, the three of us got in touch and said, let's do something. I said, do you know a drummer? Which is where Aliska's name came up.
Yeah.
And then we just all decided to get together and have a little jam, and it went from there.
How did you... Was it easy to kind of choose the sound? I mean, you didn't choose a sound, but are you getting in a room and go, this is the kind of thing?
I wouldn't say we chose a sound. We've all got really varied influences.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quite, there's an age difference between us all. I mean, I've come from a very, very British hardcore punk background. Nat, I'd say maybe
Yeah.
What are your
sorry.
influences?
Yeah, very much kind of alternative sort of grunge. I'm in a band at the moment. It's kind of influences Mudhoney sort of.
I'd say Ellis brings something really fresh to the band, almost like a Zeph style.
Yeah, I quite like my drum and bass and hip hop and dub alongside all the alternative sort of music. So it brings a new sort of sound to
A
what
very
we're
new
doing.
element. It keeps us a little fresh and on our toes.
Well, let's talk more about how you got that sound on these tracks you've recorded. But I'm going to play another tune now, not one of yours. In front of me, I have X-Ray Specs or L7, and they're both great.
X-Ray Specs, I'd say.
Yeah, let's start with a bit of extra.
Let's
stuff.
start
Why
with
did
a
you
little identity.
Why did you choose that?
Oh, one of the stalwarts of the punk era. Massive influence, to a number of us, I suppose. Polystyrene. I remember saving my pocket money to go and see her play, the first Holidays in the Sun, the Wasted Festival here in Blackpool. Very disappointed she didn't play on that evening, but she did do a little guest appearance later on in the weekend. So yeah, massive influence.
I think it's the rawness as well. That's what we really go for. Is we're not polished. We like that raw sort of dirty feel to it. And I think that's especially with X-Ray Specs. They have that kind of
DIY.
Yeah.
X-Ray Specs and Identity. So it is BBC Radio Lancashire, and we've got the Poly-Esters in. Poly-Esters.
Yes.
How did you decide on that name?
We were discussing this in the car and we realised that all four of us had a completely different idea on why. But
Yeah.
do you want to take it? I think you two have got the best answer.
Well, I mean, Poly, it's a poke at the whole manufactured music industry, very disposable, material, that side of things, which is the absolute opposite end of what we are. And then there's the obvious. We're heavily influenced by, the culture that's around us, by the films, the John Waters influence and the films like Poly-Esters and the classics that he brought out have been a massive influence on us. And as Ellis brought up, obviously, we're polystyrene from X-Ray Specs.
Yeah, it's not a bad sort of
it's little tip of the cap here and there to you know, some iconic figures that have influenced us all, I suppose, along the way.
It took us a while to get there, though. I can't remember the other names that we had now. Sorry, it took us a while to get there. Cause,
we had some terrible names first.
Oh yeah, we played around.
It's so hard now, though, isn't
it?
I mean, also, you know, you must have known what you were looking at. But is it Facebook or is it Twitter? You're just trying to check out who's got what and who's done it before, and how many fans have had it already. Yeah, that's rubbish. Recording the 2 songs that we've got, then, how did that happen?
Yeah, we just decided we wanted to put a few songs together, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we'd got together and quite quickly come together with quite a short set list. We'd been offered so many gigs and spent a number of months just out there gigging live. Hadn't spent enough time in the studio, really. We'd been approached by a number of, you know, friends and contacts that, you know, we've worked with before in different bands. But we decided to actually go with somebody totally new. A contact of Ellis's here, a young lad called James Ralph. Excellent work. He's actually doing some work with Sonic Boom 6 at the moment. So we took him up on his offer. We've heard he's done some great work and we really enjoyed.
So did you do it at Berlin?
No, it was actually at a very DIY studio. What's the name of his studio now?
He's in his bedroom, wasn't he?
Ellis knows the answer, but I think she's coughing.
Wow, so much illness. So much illness at the moment.
I know, it's going
dirt
around.
And bugs around. What can I say? We do it, girls.
But yeah, he totally got like the kind of sound that we were going for and that kind of raw sort of feel. And I think it comes across, doesn't it? Because we wanted it to not be a million miles away from what we sound like live, but you know, sound good enough.
We didn't want it to be overproduced.
We're certainly not a polished band, are we?
No.
But that's kind of hard now as well, isn't it? Because, you know, I hear stuff and you know, I know that the people involved have tried to make it sound raw, but the bottom line is it's got into a laptop, had a digital effect on it, and it's all compressed, and you listen to it, it's like, that's not raw.
Yeah, it's
that's
not got that warmth to it.
Yeah, exactly. But yours sounds, you know, scratchy.
We wanted to keep it honest.
Yeah,
good.
That sounds it.
Kind of resembles us playing live as well, because, you know, you get bands that will go into a recording studio and put an orchestra behind them, and obviously if they go and play that live, you know, they're not going to.
That's missing.
Orchestra.
Yeah, totally. Right, another track. This one from a band that I just thought they were amazing. I certainly had one album. I can't perhaps remember any of the others now, but L7, Fuel My Fire. L7?
Yeah, I think we all love L7, don't we?
Fuels My Fire.
They're actually back together now as well. So
are they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Touring again.
I think all those kind of that era, they're all kind of coming back together now.
Yeah, that whole Riot Girl thing's coming back. There's loads of those bands all.
They've got
getting
a
that together.
Riot Day girl now, I believe.
Have they?
Yeah, it's somewhere in America. Introduced this year.
That I feel today. Got a stack, got a
That is L7 and Fuel My Fire on BBC Introduced in Lancashire. And that was the choice of the Poly-Esters, all of whom are here and chatting with me. Right, so your sound, the kind of raw sound that you got there, really, really like it. When are you going to do some more recording? When is that going to happen, do you know?
Yeah.
We've got something coming next year, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're recording an album.
It's no secret, should we tell them?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. We've been approached by STP Records. That's Stu Taylor Records, yeah? From Manchester. Excellent guy. He's been really supportive from our first few months, actually. So massive shout out to STP Records there. And we'll be in the studio in the new year, and we will be releasing it most likely under STP.
What does it mean to you, that kind of approach then? I mean, does that just save you a whole bunch of money or trouble? Or, I mean, will you be able to do it how you want?
It saves a lot of money and trouble.
It means a lot because it's, it's an independent label.
Sure, yeah.
And that's, they support the local scene, especially in the Manchester area as well. And they do a lot for bands. And it's that whole independent sort of, appreciation for the small people, should I say.
It's going to allow us to keep a lot more control over our sound. They're very supportive. The guys have been in the industry for years, and we've played gigs with them on and off for years. So it's going to be great to work with some good guys.
It's nice for someone to have that faith in you as well and say, we're happy to help you along with this.
Yeah, sure, because they're investing, time and resources in this, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's a big step for them as well to do that. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
It's good of you to come over tonight, which is Friday. This will be going out on the Saturday after the Friday, which is what normally happens. You're at the Ferret in Preston playing Ferret versus Donkeys,
yes,
which is a beautifully named season of gigs between Blackpool and Preston. Who's with you tonight then?
What, band-wise?
Yeah, who are the Ferrets? Do we know?
We've got X-Ray Cinema from Blackpool. As it's Blackpool versus Preston,
Yeah.
we're only interested in Blackpool
Yeah,
tonight.
Let's not even mention the others.
It's all about us and X-Ray Cinema
It's all
tonight.
about the Seasiders tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree. And obviously, I've got to be unbiased because I'm a professional BBC
Of course.
presenter.
I can tell that.
But I am from Blackpool, so I'm not even going to bother Googling it.
There we go.
Anyway, thank you very much for coming in. We're going to
Thank
hear
you.
the song that I could play without fear at all on the radio over the last few weeks. So that's what I've been doing. This is the Poly-Esters and Cracked.
No one can help.
Thanks to the Poly-Esters for coming in. It's BBC introducing Lancashire. If you want to get hold of the Poly-Esters, it's thepolyesters.co.uk. And on that Twitter thing, could just make it up. No, I better not. Let's hear some Kusanagi with Lightning Flowers, and then I'll get you the Twitter thing for the Poly-Esters.